The TNK Art Gallery was created in 2008 with a view to popularize, promote Russian painting, graphic works and sculpture by contemporary Russian artists. In recent years, the TNK Art Gallery is one of the most active participants of contemporary artistic Moscow life. Not surprisingly, it's highly recognized among artists, collectors and connoisseurs of art. The gallery's extensive exhibition strategy aims at showing the contemporary artistic process, current tendencies of Russian nowadays art. The TNK Art Gallery works with different honored Russian artists, whose art pieces are held in state museums and private collections not only in Russia but also abroad. Every curatorial project enables spectators to get the tendency of the development of Russian modern art, its role and value in contemporary artistic life. One of the gallery's priorities is to support regional Russian artists, well-known masters as well as emerging artists, organizing Russian and international exhibitions, evolve new talents. Every year, the TNK Art Gallery takes part in numerous international art fairs, auctions and other art events. Participation in different international programs enables foreign spectators to get to know Russian modern art, its traditions and future trends. Yuri Zharkov is one of the most famous painters from Yaroslavl. He works mostly in landscape and still life genres. The history of impressionist motifs in present-day Russian art is associated with Zharkov's painting. He feels the poetry in Russian nature. As he describes it himself, he strives to blend with nature, dissolving in its element and intercepting the barely tangible current of space, fusing them with his own pulse. His paintings are characterized by their impulsiveness and spontaneity. He was the creator of some splendid still lifes, one of which is still life with fish, the example of so-called nocturnal still lifes. The primary element of this painting is a dramatic interaction between color and light. The light plays with cool reflexes on the mirror-like fish scale, then acquires warmth on the fruit. Penetrating deep into the object, the light blends with color, and that combination expresses the inner passion of substance. The same do his contemporaries, Andrew Zhivakin and Leonid Malofeevsky. Their art pieces combine the traditions of realistic and abstract art, impressionist motifs, and the features of Russian and European symbolism. Artists work with classical genres, however open their new sides and make them sound up-to-date. While working with landscapes and still lifes, they focus on the interaction of forms and colors, plastic language and texture. Fragmentary compositions become more sensitive because of rapid changes between the foreground and background. Pictorial drama is created with the help of dynamic, colorful brushstrokes and fine, broken lines. The artist cuts the space and the objects from the same colorful material, thus creating a sensation of plastic uniformity of the entire world. The TNK Art Gallery houses one of the finest collections of art pieces by artists of world-famous Vladimir Art School. Russian landscape painting is one of the brightest manifestations of the Russian artist's highest creative potency. Their love and accord with nature, ability to understand, incorporate and outmatch the best world-worth achievements. Vladimir's school of painting has its roots at the very best of Russian folk art and icon painting. Came to stand out as a distinctive colorist movement in the early 1960s, it has developed into a widely acclaimed and admired phenomenon in most recent decades. The Vladimir school was distinguished by its attention to colors, thick palette, which is composed of local bright color spots. Artists integrated into their works the full range and effects of colors, including abrupt contrasts and dissonance. This special energy is emphasized by the simplification of form, distorted images, and two-dimensional perspectives. Decorative flat compositions ignore any optical illusions. The paintings are perceived by the viewer as if seen from a lower horizontal perspective. By increasing the level of the horizon, artists make the first plane of the painting seem closer to the viewer. All these elements are in accordance with decorative law. But in spite of all innovations, the original prototype can never be transformed into pure abstraction. Using a small portion of realistic landscapes, artists managed to capture the most subtle states of nature. The TNK Art Gallery's collection has on display sculpture by gifted master Peter Mavshov. He is a participant of many Russian and international exhibitions. He has managed to find and create his own plastic language. Soft, smooth, dynamic, his lines give rise to an attractive form, long thin figures, and naive lovely faces, as if they were frozen in a space with an angelic humility on their faces. The details of each of the sculptures create a unique image of the character and mood. Each sculpture tells its own story: friendship, coquetry, love.